So what about the case of abusive parents? What does Islam say about that?
That's a very good question. I think I highlighted it slightly, but I didn't elaborate. Even if one's parents are abusive, they still have a certain right upon you, and you still have to treat them with kindness and justice, because your ultimate relationship is with God. As in, you are pleasing the Creator by fulfilling their rights, even though from a technical point of view they have fortified their right of kind treatment. But because you're not dealing with them, you're dealing with the Creator, you maintain kindness even if you are receiving oppression on the other end.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My next question. You talked about how in an ideal Islamic society there would be no oppression, including you being against the oppression of women, yet in your entire speech you kept using masculine pronouns, mankind, him, his, and in an ideal Islamic society, you're not representing half of your society, and in this case, half of this room. So don't you think you're contributing to this oppression? Just asking.
That's a good question too. That's called a loaded question with a pop at the end. I see how you can see it this way. I understand if you're looking at it from that perspective, how it may appear like this. But once again, Islam has what we call equity and not equality per se between males and females. As in, there are certain rights and obligations and favors that the females have that the males don't have, and vice versa. And so in this context, when it comes to revelation, when it comes to prophethood, when it comes to that leadership position in the society, meaning the ultimate leader position, that has been designated to the males in Islam. Not that the women...
Saying Islam doesn't treat genders equally.
Oh, absolutely not.
You said Islam doesn't have equality, you have equity, and you proceeded to explain this equity. So therefore, it's not equality.
No, it's not equality. I told you it's not equality. Okay.
You just said it was equality.
No, I didn't. I said, look, what I'm saying is, how do I explain this to you? Okay, you have two children, a boy and a girl. So if you put makeup for the girl, do you have to put makeup for the boy?
If he wants to, why not?
If he wants to wear a bra, you also let him wear a bra?
If he has moves, why not?
Here we go again. So now we go back to the early discussion, which is, where do you draw the line? Because you could say, if he wants to, why not? And he says, Mommy, I like that pedophile neighbor of ours. Can I go see? No, time out. No, I'm going to tell you. Because you're telling me right now, the child... Excuse me. It's only fair that I speak. You're saying, I'm following your line of thinking. You're saying, if the child wants, why not? The child wants something right now that is, he wants to kill the neighbor. When do you say to him, no? At which point? And who decides the yes and the no?
Casual question. How did your line of thinking go from childhood innocence to pedophilia and...
Because are these not real issues? They're not epidemics in the world today? You just answer my question. Who decides what is right and what is wrong?
Certainly not you, but yeah.
Of course not me. By all means, not me. That's why I said in the beginning, God. So according to your logic, if the kid wants to wear a bra and a makeup, he could. Also, if he wants to kill the cat down the street and go out and do something crazy, you also don't have the right to tell him no. Because he wants it and he's entitled to it. No, you find parents who have no belief in religion will say, you're a boy, you play with cars, you're a girl, you play with Barbie. It's just, these are human innate things. Now, today people are changing that, but the changes are bringing about negative results. So I stick to my guidelines. Islam does not look at men and women are equal. It looks at them as each responsible in their own way with different roles to play in the society. And they complete one another. Without the women, men will not be able to do anything. Without the men, women will not be able to do anything. They complement one another. Together, they make a successful society, not individually. It does not mean that their rights are equal. It does not mean that their rights are 100% equal. That's why the Prophet himself said that the mother has 3 times the right of the father. Why didn't you look at that as favoritism for females over males? The Prophet clearly favored. Thank you. We didn't see any father say, hey, that's not fair. Why the mother 3 times and I come at the end? Because in this area, the Prophet gave women a right that men don't have. Because God, we believe, of course, legislated this, we submit, we understand that our wisdom and our intellect, no matter how advanced it gets, it remains inferior to God's. You cannot be wiser than the Creator. And if He legislated this, it's for a good